What's up guys, it's Mitch again. Today I got Nick here with me. He's one of our window tinters here at the shop. Today we are going to be window tinting this BMW X5. We are doing our XPEL film, just like our paint protection film. We use XPEL for window tint. The entire vehicle will be getting window tint put on. We are doing our CS 15% on the front two windows and the XR Blue, which is an 80% film on the back. This customer's goal was to match the two front windows with all of the rest of the windows on the car, and we'll take you through it.
My name's Nick Grant. I've worked here for a little over a year. First heard about WhiteGloveAuto actually through all their services and social medias. I do window tint. I've been window tinting for a little over 6 years now. First got me passionate about tinting windows is I loved customizing my own truck and my own vehicle, so I wanted to learn how to do it. Now I'm here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna walk over to our plotter and plot out our windows. This is our main plotter we use for our window tint. This is where all our window tint film is. We have Prime CS, XR Black, which is a ceramic based film. CS is our dyed film. We have XR Plus, which is another highest end ceramic film. Each one offers a different heat rejection and all that type of stuff. So the one we need is Team CS. Let me move this. So this here, if you want to look at this actually has all our windows that can be cut out on it. Has our front two windows, the back roll-up doors, all the quarter windows, the rear window, even a windshield or a brow. As I'm putting it on the board, it's our mobile board, so we can weed out the window tint that we just cut. So you just grab the edges that it cut around, pull all the edges off so it reveals your windows you just cut. And that'll be the front two windows for both the driver and passenger side. Our main focus in window tint and any of our services is to have the cleanest install as possible, have no contamination and stuff. So if possible, when window tinting, we like to pull the seals. This ensures that there's no, especially when your window rolls up and down, there's a lot of dirt that can get stuck in the seals. So this ensures that if we remove the seal, there's not going to be any contamination along the bottom of the door. All right, so the first process of window tinting is to make sure clean the window. So for that, we will use a bristle pad and a razor blade. Make sure there's no contamination on the window. For that reason is it'll show up through the tint and it'll just look really bad. We are ready to install. First things first is we will spray the window, get it nice and wet with our solution here, and then we'll spray the glass, our actual film, and then we'll install the film. Basically all it is it's water and soap. It just helps the window move. So that way when you squeegee the water, adhesive sticks to the glass. This is basically just to help you get it in there. Window basically in, we want to make sure that there are no light gaps. So what I use is one of these, and I'll put it on the edges and look. If you can see, you can make sure if you were to see a light gap, you would see white. We are good there. We're making sure we're no light gaps on any of the sides. We're all good there. So now from this point on, we're basically just taking our squeegee and I'll squeegee the top edge to keep it from moving. So I'll squeegee the top edge, get it all nice and squeegeed up. And notice I'm holding my thumb here. The reason I'm holding my thumb is the window will like to move because all this is basically like a slip solution and the window will shift on you and you want to make sure it's not shifting, creating light gaps and anything like that. So now that I got the top all squared away, I'll hit the corners. And then now from this point, since we have the top all set and ready to go, we will roll our window up and then we'll continue squeegeeing the bottom half. I'm gonna go ahead and get it wet again here. Also, as we're going, we want to wipe the door panel. We want to show we're doing the cleanest install possible, and it's always the worst when you have drip marks all over the door. So what I'm doing now, I'm using a hard card and going over the whole window to make sure I get all the moisture out possible. This ensures that there's no bubbles, anything like that that can pop up in the window tint. And there we have it. have it. Nice clean install. Here on the back glass is a little bit different than the regular side windows. So if you look at all the side windows are typically pretty flat, so you don't have to shrink them. The back glass, if you can tell, it's real curved. So basically what we're doing is we're shrinking down the film to help adhere to the curvature of the window. First things first, we want to make sure the outside of the glass is all clean. That way, when we do our heat shrinking process, you're not going over a bunch of dirt and all that stuff. Okay, so this is what we use to install our heat shrink spray. All it basically is a dryer sheet that you have at your everyday house. Get it a little wet, rub it together so it breaks down all that. Honestly, I don't know what it's called, but basically any of that stuff, and we'll wipe it on the window. And basically what that's gonna do is allow the film to shrink and adhere to the curvature of the window. And basically all it does is allow the fingers that we're gonna be working out to shrink down to the form of the window.
Been losing all momentum. Just because it's easy.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I have a hard card here. I'm gonna tack this down basically, all the edges. I'm going to work everything in sections. So now I have a bottom left section, a bottom right, top left, and top right. I'm gonna split all these things up and create fingers, and those are gonna be the things that we're gonna be shrinking out. Like I said, these fingers, if I was to just install this on the glass, you would see every single one of these fingers and it would not look good. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a heat gun and heat shrink these fingers until they shrink down and form to the curvature of this glass. The reason those fingers are there is because this glass is curved. Yeah, the heat gun.
Go get your DeLorean. Oh, I miss the summers with you and never swipe left to right. I snuck in your window, no friend request, no, just spent the night. I had to walk right up to you.
All right, so the same process as the last window. We'll weed it all out. Clean all this off so I can see what I'm doing when I go to do the install. It's kind of hard to see, you know, if there's any contaminants or anything like that if the window's dirty. Now we're going to do the same cleaning process as we did on the first window. Basically it's the same process except this has heat lines. You cannot blade heat lines with a razor blade, so we will use only our bristle pad. If you were to use a razor blade, you would cut right through your heat lines and they would no longer work. So make sure you never use a razor blade, always use just a pad. What sets us apart from our competitors is our quality of work. We intend to make every vehicle the best product as possible. A lot of shops don't have, you know, 2 or 3 people that take a look at the vehicle before it goes back to the customer to ensure that we have the best quality available. Some of my goals personally are to learn all our services here at White Glove, be able to be multi-versed in all of them. Window tint, paint protection films, ceramic coatings, you name it. That's my goal. So from this point on, the window has been prepped and cleaned. We are going to spray it with our tint slime solution, go grab our window and start the install process. Just like every window you do, you want to go back over and hard card it. This ensures all the water and moisture is out of the actual film in between the glass and the film. This ensures that you have no bubbling, anything like that, any bubbles left over.